Yo, welcome back to another episode of Views from the Sip, man.
Yep.
Y'all ever just thought, man, like, I talk to a lot of women sometimes, man, they just be like, why I don't even understand why such with her. She don't even look worth nothing. She don't look worth the damn, I don't know what the hell. Like, but do women really understand why we be with them though? For real. Like, do they understand why you with them? Like you would kind of guess why they with you, but you would never fucking know. Do you really ever know?
Stuck up chicks will never understand.
Do you really ever know?
Stuck up chicks will never understand a down to earth chick.
That's some real shit, man. You just said some real shit. I had to think about that shit 2 times.
So how you depict the difference between a stuck up?
A stuck up chick will
down
never
A stuck up chick, I always worry about somebody else anyway.
Oh.
Down to earth chick just gonna be with you.
Wait a minute. I'm confused though, cause the stuck up chick worry about somebody else.
Yeah, that's the one that's worried about why they with each other.
Oh, so the down to earth chick ain't even thinking.
Yeah, the down to earth chick
Nah,
is the one that I cuff.
I don't think that's always true. Cause
I think they both size each other up,
Yeah.
but I don't think they'll never know why you with them though.
Because I think sometimes people can just wish they was in their shoes. That's some just jealousy. Because like, I mean, I'm pretty sure people see us.
Is that jealousy or envy though?
Same. I mean, I guess it could be envy also. Because sometimes they just want what you got. It ain't even the fact that they think the girl ain't good enough. They don't even know the fucking girl. So how you can even say that? So sometimes it's just you envy what you can't have.
Y'all niggas snapping today.
What was that part you were saying at the beginning, folks?
Folk, I'm just saying, like, in general, do you think that women understand fully why you're with them?
I think the right woman would.
I think you never fully know.
Do you feel like you know why you with your lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know why you with them. I just feel like because you could never know. They can tell you whatever, but like you really don't know why
For
your
sure.
partner's with you.
Or
Is
they-
it
You just
because
Like
guessing.
you'll never feel the way that you feel about her. Like you don't feel like it's
Why?
reciprocated.
Why?
Is
do you
it
feel
'cause,
you
like-
never feel like she knows?
is it because men are just simpler? So it's like easy for women to know why they
Is it
could
that
be.
you
I feel like-
communicating why you're with them? No. Is it that they're communicating why they're with you?
Then
So you know why they're with you.
Or
and you're
not.
or
they're
vice
not.
versa, right?
They're not communicating. Like they say you're a great guy and they love the stuff you do, but you really can never just feel comfortable enough to just pinpoint. Yeah, this is why she with me.
But it'd be go both ways if we state that though. Because I don't think, because like your woman will tell you why she with you. She'll tell you the quality she like in you. But what you saying, you still don't know if that's true. But they can go both ways. You could be telling the same shit, and she can say that's just bullshit. You just saying it.
That's true.
So,
guess so.
Yeah, I mean, like you will never fully know if that person is because they might not want to tell you the real reason. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They might want to say
Because
because you let me live here with you.
you got-
Because
shit.
I already got a baby by you, so I guess I might as well be.
You
They
got
don't
the-
want to tell you that, so they might be like, "Well, you know,
I
you
mean,
got."
That might be the real answer though.
If
I
that
mean,
might be the real
that's
answer,
real
but,
shit, though.
but they would never. Most people would never come right out and be like, "I'm with you because you provide for me." That's it.
Cause that ain't deep enough.
But
That's
That
then,
not-
ain't
like,
deep enough. That's
but
too
then you got
on
like,
the
why
surface.
did you get with me? And then you got, why are you still with me?
Yeah.
And how you attacking both of those?
Because it might be the
That's
Peter
a good
Pan.
one, right there.
Reason, nah, but the reason why somebody could have gotten with you might not be the reason they stayed.
That's why I said
That shit
that's
tricky
why it's
as-
a
That's
good
what
one,
Tim was
because
saying.
It can change over time. I got with you because of X, Y, and Z, but this is what made me stay with you. You know what I'm saying? I realized when I first got with you, I might have been attracted to you physically, or you might have had good conversation. I enjoyed my time with you, but over time I realized, like, hey, you know, she provides me knowledge, you know, mental stimulation, whether it be all her financial knowledge on business, capital, or whatever it might be. It's other things that tie you in. I feel like
Or I just feel like settling down.
true.
You know what I think the biggest reason why people stay?
What?
And it's gonna be so fucked up. It's really like I don't even know, but it's always great to say this. I mean, we've been together for so long.
Yeah, they just get familiar with the
Like the time has made it okay for us to continue to be together. Like
You
I
don't
mean,
feel like
shit,
starting over?
if we did this many years, we could do some more.
I mean, but that's not always a bad thing. Because
And I was healthy.
I mean, it ain't always healthy either. But love can grow with time also. So I mean, it's people in different cultures where you don't know the person. Y'all get together over time. They say y'all will fall in love.
I think over time, I think it take me time.
I think it takes me time.
Like a lot of people
So
have
what?
that instant infatuation with people, and they feel like this the person they're supposed to be with. They don't look at their zodiac signs and the stars on the line.
I really hate that.
And the stars on the line for. But me, it take time for me. Like seriously, like I be needing to study you for a second.
You believe in love at first sight?
Nah.
I don't necessarily believe in love at first sight, but I can see somebody sometimes, and I just watch their ways, and I be like, dang, G, that's
I'm not gonna say
right.
I believe in love at first sight, but if somebody tell me they found love at first meet, I might believe them before I believe first sight.
Now, have you always been like that, or did situations in your past made you stop believing in love at first sight?
It just depends. Like, I think every chick is different, and so like one girl I seen, and I'd be like, yeah, that's gonna be my lady right there.
Yeah.
And then another one, you'd be like, she might have saw that in me, but I didn't see that in her. So it'd be like, okay, for you, I'm gonna have to learn you, even though I know how you feel about me.
I feel like life had to break me from that, because I feel like when I first started off, I was like, yeah, she bad. I can see her being my woman. She'll look good on my arm, X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
But then you get with that person, and then it's like, nah, this ain't it. So after so many of those experiences, you kind of, in my opinion, you kind of learn, like, it don't matter what that person look like on the outside. I need to get to know you. I need to, like, I think back to my high school days, bro. We was calling people boyfriend and girlfriend, not, whatever he was with. But you was calling that person your girlfriend, and you didn't know that much about her to be your girlfriend for real.
Yeah.
You just saw her, y'all took 4th block together, y'all kicked it all the time, 4th block, she was cool, you made her your girl.
Right.
It was so surface level. But when you get older, after so many experiences like that, you like, okay, I need to start digging a little deeper, because you ain't got in trouble doing it a couple times before.
You tired of repeating that shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think, like, I don't know, I guess this is just me. I don't think a wild moment gonna determine the rest of your life.
Oh,
Like,
man.
because like you might see somebody you were like, oh shoot, that look like a wife right there. She could be the most stuck up, dead ass woman ever, and then you can meet this girl you never saw that potential in, and she show you the world.
Right.
So I don't. That's why I
think
don't
different
believe it.
people bring out different versions of yourself.
Yeah.
Definitely do.
Like, especially like with I think it's especially with guys. Like, a woman can make you do shit you never thought you would do in life.
Yep, that's true.
Like with ease, the right woman. That's why I know it's always seemed like ain't nobody ever right. But it's
It
like,
ain't even gotta be a relationship woman.
it
can
don't
be just
have to be a
friends.
relationship. Like, some people you do make certain connections with, and they just give you enough. They give you a different type of energy, and it's where like
I mean, it feel like they allow you to be more vulnerable in certain senses. Like, I'm willing to open up in this relationship more than a past relationship, because around this person makes me feel more comfortable to be 100% myself.
Yep.
Where if I know back then, if I was talking to somebody else, if I was 100% myself, I knew it caused arguments. It might knew I can't even be comfortable in my own house.
Like, I'm holding back in the way.
Yeah, so
I'm giving you what you need.
I'm giving you what you want to see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the guy that you told me that you would envision and that you like. I'm making sure you see those qualities all the time.
Yeah.
And that's why probably those relationships didn't work out, because eventually you're going to get tired of putting up their image.
Okay.
I feel like that.
People be feeling that role that people portray, like, they ask you, what you looking for in a man? You know, that's a common question. It's to me, it's a bullshit question, but it's a common question.
I don't even think I
Because
done
as
asked
soon
this
as
shit.
somebody, guys, we probably don't. I don't ask that shit. I don't ask people what they looking for
Like,
in a man.
legit.
There's
Oh,
a bunch of stuff that women ask. I never think they ask.
yeah.
But you can see people, once they say, I'm looking for this, and this, and they be like, all right, I'm going to check this off, check this off. Got some ass. I'm done with you.
Yeah, because it's like,
Damn. Real talk.
because you giving away the playbook to them. You know what I'm saying? If you tell me what you're looking for, and if I have one objective, and it's only to hit,
Yep.
you tell me what the playbook is. I'm
just
gonna
know
go in the
about the
lab
playbook.
and I'm gonna make sure I do this. Oh, you like long conversations? I want that. Okay, you like to do this? Bet. And you do that long enough to get to your objective, and after you get that, you like, all right, I'm trying to get somebody else's playbook now.
And then I read this book by Pastor Ty. His name Pastor Ty, but he said rip the list up, because you don't know what the list is for you. He's saying that it can be somebody you thought didn't have none of the qualities you wanted, you never value, and they'll change your whole perspective on life.
Exactly.
That's
I
what
feel
I'm
like
saying.
I feel like
That's
I
true.
feel like
That's true.
experience is the best answer for a lot of questions.
Yep, true. And then I feel like too, like, who taught you that was your list?
Mm-hmm.
I feel
That's
like,
what he was saying.
Like 9 times out of 10, you learned that list from somebody else.
I mean, I just been picking and choosing
like
from
I
everybody.
like what's that same prayer that Sierra said to give Russell Wilson? Okay, you trying to steal from her list, but that list might not be beneficial to your lifestyle.
So you saying that's why a bunch of chicks got 6 foot dudes on their list?
Probably do. They see what they might want. You know what I'm saying? Based off, okay, I see she's with this type of guy, and 9 times out of 10, I feel like they do it to people they respect. I don't feel like they just randomly picking people and say I want her list, but they look like, okay, I like the qualities that this woman has. I would like a relationship like how she has because I respect her, so I'm going to use her list.
That goes,
but their list might not be beneficial to you. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Those certain things on her list, that guy might have certain character traits that come along with their list that you're not ready for. You know what I'm saying? So,
what you just gonna say they go both ways?
No, I was gonna say they go back to one of our previous podcasts where we let in society pick our standards for what a relationship should be.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I don't think that should ever be the standard for you because you have to have your own morals and values. What you grew up with, what you believe in, your faith, and what you think is deemed for you. And then also follow. Sometimes you gotta follow your instincts. You know when something's not good for you. Like you can simply say, "Man, I ain't happy." Even you can determine that real early. You can tell somebody is draining your energy.
Mm-hmm. And then too, I feel like, especially if you're letting society deem what's successful relationship, what's the go-to model. If you're going on society not with you behind closed doors
Society
when you upset. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, on the outside you looking like, I got all these boxes checked, girl. Or hey, homeboy, hey, she do this, do that for me. But behind closed doors, society ain't with you when you frustrated because y'all got into an argument X, Y, and Z. So you can't just go off there because society not gonna have your back behind closed doors.
But yeah, society not consistent enough for people to even. I don't never understand it.
Right,
like
it changed
it's
so
not
much.
consistent. Like this one moment, Future goes. Then the next moment, Russell Wilson goes, and it's like, bruh, they're on totally different sides of the spectrum, bro. Like how y'all all like?
It's just entertainment, bro.
Mass majority. We gonna go with this.
But they have to learn that that's what it is. It's just entertainment. It's just like we talked about on the previous podcast about like social media girls. They only doing it to make that money. So setting your standard at their body doesn't make sense for you.
Oh, that's their stage.
So that's what their job is. So you setting your standard on what somebody else's job is, or like, for example, like the rappers or somebody, that's publicity.
Yeah, that's not even how they are in real life.
That's what they want you to come see.
Nigga, that's my character at work.
That's
like,
the stage.
I'm really an actor, but I call it a rapper though. That's just my character, bro.
Yeah.
Because they might talk about how toxic Future is, but behind closed doors, he'll give somebody the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he might have had his fuck ups, but I'm just saying, like, in general, he's probably not that toxic person with want bad relationships. That's just what his music is about, so that's the front I'm going to put on.
Yeah. And then too, I feel like, man, even with that situation, guys are going to, like we talk about the playbook and all stuff like that, guys are going to do which at the end of the day, what you allow.
How to be your man. That's the game.
You know what I'm
call.
saying? I'm gonna do what you allow me to do. So if I know, like, I know a lot of girls feel like, well, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. You know, I'm doing everything that I feel like might want to be on his checklist. I'm making sure I'm doing all this stuff, but he's still not doing it. Or he's still not, wanting to be with me or X, Y, and Z. Because you too much work for him. That particular guy is only looking to do one thing. So you're going to follow the stream of least resistance. I'm going to go for the chick that's going to require me to do the less. That way I can get what I want, get out, and move to the next girl.
Yeah, I was just finna say that.
You know what I'm saying? So guys are on, so certain guys who, that's their mission. I just want to hit and keep it moving. I'm going for the chicks that I don't have to spend that much time into. Yeah. Tim, you rehab houses, don't it? You buy a house that you don't have to put that much work into and get the most profit out of it, right? So the same thing with him. He's trying to put the least work possibly into this female. That way he can get what he wants and keep it moving to the next.
I don't want to generalize women. I think a lot of women struggle with that. And I can see that being hard. Trying to find a dude that ain't with that.
Because he's some damn good actors out here, huh?
Yeah, he's some damn good actors.
Even with that shit though, we ain't giving the game away. Like we don't even I don't even feel like even during our dating stage, even though we do like certain things about women, certain qualities of women, it ain't like you gotta check this list. Like I'm not sitting at the table dead ass. I'm not asking you, what are your short-term goals? What are your long-term goals?
Yeah.
Like at the moment, I really don't care. Like, bro, I'm really just trying to see what you about.
Right.
Or they say they watch Think Like a Man too
It's too much. It's too much. It's too much in the future shit. I'm like, nigga, I'm not interviewing for to be your fucking man. Like, what do you do?
But I think that's because earlier they're chasing the husband, which I don't blame them for. I think that's ultimately what you want to do is chase for him. Not chase, but that's what your goal is. Mm-hmm. So And I think it's fucked up that dudes play girls like that. Honestly, like you know that's what she's looking for.
Looking for a hug.
Yeah, but you're manipulating them basically because you just get the sense, get out. You play the game that they want to run.
That's a manipulating question though. Because if somebody asks you what you can do 5 years from now, you can make it sound so good. You ain't thinking about that at all though.
But it's to you as a man to be upfront and honest.
Folks gotta give it time. Folks be rushing it to me. Like, that's the whole thing about it. Like, it's not enough time spent before you get into something. They'll be like, oh, that sounds like a good investment. Let's go ahead and rush into it. It's like, no. Have this person been putting in the work? Have this person already shown me an example of themselves in this position, working this out the way they said it was going to do? If they haven't, then you don't need to rely on it. Like, it's word of mouth, it's good, but see it first.
Yeah,
Like, what stage of life am I in?
What you gonna say, AD?
No, I was saying, do you feel like the women who ask those questions have ran into so many dudes who are like that? Like, that's their attempt on trying to filter out those guys. Like you said, we said some of these dudes some damn good actors. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you what you want to hear. I'm meeting your mama. You know what I'm saying?
I've been asked this question.
You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. So that women who ask a lot of questions like, what are you planning? What are you looking for? Are you looking for marriage? Are you looking for... That may be their way of like trying to filter out. And maybe they asking some real intense questions hoping that if you are one of them fuck niggas, they can kind of scare you off from being with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me filter out the guy and see if make sure he's not one of those dudes you're doing.
That's why I said I don't blame him for doing it. Set your damn standard. Like, if a motherfucker don't want to be with you because you asking them questions, they can leave.
Yeah,
fuck it. It's another nigga that want to be there.
They don't mind answering.
So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't blame women for a lot of the shit they do because we made them be like this.
It's difficult both ways though, because if I I'm saying, I don't want to feel like I'm being interviewed. Not that I don't have the answers to your questions, but I'm not here for that.
Yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, I should be able to ask you. We grown now. I should be able to ask you them questions.
That's why I asked, what stage of life are we in? We freshmen in college. You asking me sophomores? You asking me these type of questions, bro? Yeah. I can't honestly even tell you. Like, dead ass, I don't even know where I'm going to be working in 2 years from now.
That's why I feel like the questions are scaled down different. I don't. You got some out there, but in my opinion, I don't feel like you got too many freshmen ladies who ask, or sophomore ladies who asking their questions.
I should have bumped this to juniors at least.
No, I'm just saying. I think those. I feel like those. I feel like most people who ask them questions have experienced already so much shit. Like, I'm not here for the bullshit. Like,
right. They straight up
like I'm not, because a girl in college might sugarcoat a little bit. I might not want to scare you off. I'm not trying to ask you the tough questions because you might leave. You might get irritated. But that woman who like 30. I went through men and it ain't worked out. Look here, man. I ain't got time for none of that bullshit. What you doing in 5 years?
They the ones that be legit though.
They know what they want. They know exactly what they want.
So I feel like the women who ask them questions now, they in an older age bracket. Not older, but you know.
And they like, what you here for?
That's why I'm asking. What stage?
The ones that come to you be like, the ones that'll tell you, I'll leave your ass, nigga, if you know, you don't need.
But see, that's why I asked, what stage of life are we in when they asking me that, like legit. If
nah,
you
we
ask
older.
Me,
we not.
I'm not saying myself, but I'm
thinking
saying
of my age. When I asked the question, I was thinking of my age.
But I'm thinking of a person that you don't deem still being on the same life level as you. Mm-hmm. Like you asking me that shit, you don't got shit going for you. Like you asking me legitimate ass questions. I'm looking at you like, bro,
you a joke.
You not even like that, bro.
Yeah,
you not even like that to be asking me.
That's a whole different topic now. You can't be asking me questions that you can't.
But that's legit though. That's legitimate though.
But that's when you determine she ain't the one for me.
You know what I'm saying? Like the woman can't be asking me questions about where I'm gonna be in 5 years and where I work and it's like questions about stuff like that. And you can't. Your resume can't measure up. Yeah. Don't ask me questions like that. Your resume can't measure up.
Don't make us both uncomfortable like that.
Like, don't make me shit on you like that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Don't make shit weird for the both of us. Like, you the one that said we was having a perfectly good time, you know what I'm saying? Eating and drinking, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then you make it weird, but then because I'm prepared now because I know it's serious, now I gotta take it serious. And then we're being serious.
And our resumes don't
Let's just fucking see what the hell you got going on.
Yeah.
Now that I know we done made it past the good times and good vibes.
True. Now, in that same situation, let's say the woman has a resume who's substantial. Right. Her resume check out. Mm-hmm. And I hear a lot of women say in those situations, they intimidate the guy. Like their resume is like so good and they got all this stuff and the guy, it scares the guy out because they don't want an independent woman. They don't want a woman who's getting her own thing. And I combated that by saying, I don't see it, bro.
The
Because I can only
intimidation?
speak for myself. Like, if I was on a date with a woman, she's like, yeah, I got my own house, I got my car,
Shit
I
not
work at it.
intimidation. That shit not
That's a
intimidation.
turn on to me.
What
That's a turn on.
What level of life are we on? Because now I kind of came in here. I'm on a date I'm not qualified to be on because, like, dead ass.
It's a challenge to you now.
I don't measure up to this right here, and now I'm afraid that if I do fuck around and get the job, I'm not gonna be enough.
Yeah, so I feel like
Right.
in that situation, you're right. The guy might not be.
Like I don't measure up when
Like
you
the dude
when,
don't got the shit.
yeah, like in that, like when I was saying, don't
not
ask me
enough
that
for
shit
her.
if you're not even on that level to ask me that shit. But if she asks me that and I feel as though, bruh, she dead ass, like she might be a bit too much. And so if I end up getting to be with her, I might feel like, damn, bruh, like
The independent
Really
woman.
gotta
that
be
independent
on- get
woman
on
shit,
your
she
stuff
really
real
don't
quick.
need my ass.
Right.
Like, bruh, she don't need me for shit.
So is it
I ain't never felt
insecurity
like
then?
Yeah.
So that's what we're labeling it as. I feel like so maybe the women who are experiencing that guys don't like the independent woman and I'm too strong for him, yada yada. It could be insecurity why they don't want you.
But in the
And
other,
if that's the case, then you shouldn't be with him nowhere, right?
But it could also be
Right.
like sometimes it just depends on how she is about it. Because I actually saw a show the other day about this lady. She was like rich. She was well off. She was well off. She was dating this guy who had a regular job. And you could tell that it was weird with like the type of stuff they did, the type of dates they went on, the experience and the type of food she wanted. Everything she ate, you know, was expensive, didn't look that good, small portions. He used to eat pizza and just going, you know what I'm saying? So he trying to like bring her back down, but it's just a weird feeling, I think.
and then my thing is the fine line is when she make you feel like you ain't
You
shit.
you insignificant.
You insignificant.
They were married though, you said?
No, they were in that route, but he was just trying to like see
I
if
feel
he
like-
was enough. He was just
I feel like that's a situation where you let it brew too long. Like that's something they should have addressed on the front end. And 9 times out of 10, with the dude already feeling like that, he probably was like, I don't want to let no bitch ass nigga and start complaining about you gotta make me feel small when you do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
So he never said shit about it. So now it's getting close to marriage time. He probably like, okay, let me wave my flag now. Say, hey, flag on the play. I don't like when you do X, Y, and Z. She like, what the fuck? We been dating for this damn long, and now you want to complain about it?
That's why you gotta set your standards early. 'Cause-
it's so
and I guess
Oh, yeah.
I mean what I was about to say, like, and as they go out through that relationship, like air everything out. Don't let shit just fly by. I don't like letting shit just fly in the air. Like, if we got a problem, let's address the problem so we don't have it in the future.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say it just cause y'all seen the video I seen when the girl said.
Oh, I was just gonna mention that shit. I was gonna say that bad fucking influence. It's so much
I don't know if I've
influence.
seen this video.
What
Bro,
video?
the video with the lady, if you don't make double as me.
The girl said, "If you don't make
God.
double as me, I won't date you." You
Double?
can
Double
of
what
her
she
hurt.
makes.
What was she making?
Whatever.
You don't say.
Yeah,
she
she
just
just was
saying
saying-
period. But her
She
thing
might be
was,
making a minimum wage.
her thing is she's been hurt by poor dudes. So she's like, if I'm gonna fucking get hurt, it's gonna be with somebody with money.
Dude, her whole outlook was so
Yeah.
fucking
And she
Yeah.
making
flawed.
15 to 20 an hour.
Bro,
40 an hour, a lot.
Her whole fucking view was so
Her
fucking
mindset
flawed.
was crazy, but you could just tell she'd been hurt before though. That's all it was.
This,
hurt.
but what? And what she say? She said, if you do make less than her,
I'm gonna treat you like
she said basically you was poor if you didn't make double as her. If you didn't make double what she made, you was poor.
Okay.
But
she gotta be poor.
that's what I'm saying. She
Yeah,
doesn't look at
exactly.
herself as poor.
Is it-
She doesn't look at
She don't
herself
put
as poor.
herself in the other person's shoe. Like, why shouldn't the guy look at her as poor?
But she also
She
said,
also said that if she don't make the money, she expects to be treated that way.
yeah, if she makes more than you, she's gonna treat you like you're nothing.
Yeah, that's
And
insane.
if the dude
It makes
makes
sense
more,
if she ain't making that much.
man, that's some fucking.
Nah,
That was
hell
some
no, 'cause if
bullshit.
I ain't make as much as you, you ain't gonna treat me like anything.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
that don't
if
make
she
sense,
making
bro.
like minimum wage or something, he ain't making as much as her, it makes sense for her to
Bro,
look
that's
down
a
on
slave
him.
mindset, bro. She out of pocket.
Yeah, she was.
I feel
completely
like
out of pocket.
no one. If you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be treating no one down. no
Yeah,
matter
why
what
am I
your
trying to
price is.
belittle you?
That's why I tell she was hurt. You could just tell.
So that was perfectly fine. She's actually saving potential partners by saying, "Look here, I'm not even a fool."
That's how
with
the
you,
dude
bro."
was. The dude was like, man, you out of pocket.
Like, thank you for letting me know how you
Right.
think. That way, I won't.
Yeah,
Waste my time.
Because I ain't even stunt. Even if I did make double than what she did,
I wouldn't
by
date
her
her.
simply saying that, I'm like, nah, I'm good off that, fam.
But she was like, if the dude did make more money than her, like double the amount,
You can treat her the same way.
you can treat her the same way she would have treated you had you made less.
Bro, I don't see
I'm
how
good
she
on
gonna
That
win.
shit was fucking
I don't
nuts.
see how
I'll
she'll
just pass
win
on the whole.
on either half.
I can see
if
how
a
she's
guy's
saying
poorer
that.
than her, she looks down on him. If a guy is richer than her, he might view her mindset as like, oh, she a gold digger. She just want me for my money.
She been hurt
Like
before.
it's
That's
like
as
how do
simple
you
as I
win
can
on
put
either
it.
side of that coin?
So with her, basically, her end goal is to get a guy who makes double than what she makes, even if that means he treats her like shit.
Because her whole
So
thing
you
was,
can
can
treat me.
win.
So she's going in knowing that I'm gonna get cheated on. I'm gonna get treated like
She's
shit
trying to win
regardless.
somewhere.
So let me.
That's
get
what she
some type
said.
of win.
That's what she said. She said she's trying. That's what I said. She's been hurt. She said, "I'm just trying to win in something. If I ain't,
So at that point, I feel like she's a lost cause if she doesn't feel like there's nobody that will treat
her
her
ass
right.
is damaged goods, no cap.
You know what I'm saying? If she feel like there's nobody out there for me that will not do me dirty. So I'm gonna get like.
If I'm gonna be
lost
hurt,
cause.
if I'm
Did she
gonna be
say-
hurt, I'd rather be hurt by a
Did she
motherfucker
say
that
anything about the people making the same amount as her?
money. They not.
No,
They're not on her level.
because
They're
if you
not.
don't make double,
It's double. It's the
you
standard.
are poor.
You're poor.
You're
So
poor.
if you make the same as her, you're poor. Like, what the fuck you got to say to me? We made the same thing. That shit nuts, bro.
You
That shit
don't
was
win on this on either side of that.
double.
She might not be making that much.
That shit out of pocket, bro.
She might be making minimum
I
wage
don't,
or
even,
something.
I don't think she would have said
I
that she
feel
making
you,
minimum
folks,
wage.
but I don't like the mindset. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
pass.
the mindset.
If she making
bro.
minimum wage, I can understand her mindset.
Fuck no.
Nah,
It's on you.
Yeah,
She
she
still
gonna
out
keep
of
getting
pocket.
Because if
bro.
I'm making minimum
Yeah, she gonna keep
wage,
getting
if
A
she
nigga
making
gonna
minimum
say,
wage,
alright.
if she making minimum wage, that means if the dude making less than her, the dude ain't got a job.
She ain't making minimum wage. She
She
didn't even
don't
seem as though she was making
give
minimum
out that
wage.
bad. I don't think she making minimum wage.
I was like, I don't know the chick. I don't know.
And we don't know
anything about
either.
her.
It was just
I'm just
a
saying,
video
if she
I saw.
did, it made sense to me.
Her mindset was just out of pocket. Like, 80 said, she was just out of pocket.
Yes, I mean that's she's perfectly entitled to feel that way, and I'm
She
perfectly
sure is.
entitled to leave it alone.
Oh, shit.
And I'm glad that she's
She's
upfront
upfront.
knows what she want.
about it.
Yeah.
Because like I said,
I like
she's
that. That's
saving other
honest.
people.
Only thing I had, I recently saw somebody they made a post that was talking about like guys and just being attracted to the same type of guys, and like the guys who she keep meeting just shit shows or whatever. My only thing is, in real lifetime, like except for a few times maybe in your life, most of your life, women have other suitors. Like they don't mind saying, like, you know how many motherfuckers want to be here, and they're not wrong for saying it. But like, my whole thing is, why not just pick better? Like, it's not like you don't have the options. Like, clearly you have the options. There's so many motherfuckers knocking at the door. Why don't
It's
you
still-
just pick better? Like, what is your damn process of making your selection?
Because it still take time to figure out who the best one.
I think, but some of them like to be in toxic situations though. Like it's like I want to complain about the toxic, but at the same time, I
need
like
the
these
drama.
type of guys.
They like adrenaline rushes.
The drama.
No.
Like that's their normal. So like how one relationship you might want to be at peace, or you know, like everything going well. You know, we can sit here and talk like adults. That's your normal. Normal to other people might be that toxic shit. Are you supposed to? You supposed to argue. You supposed to fight. We supposed to be leaving and storming out the house. We supposed to be doing X, Y, and Z.
Oh,
That's they normal.
They just want that makeup sex.
Nah,
well,
that boy Brent.
They
I
just-
see that one come.
yeah,
they
well,
just into that.
I feel like
Incident.
that's their normal. That's what they deem as
They like to be man.
their everyday.
I kind of feel like if that's their normal, they should just accept
It
it.
does come up, Brent, as a submissive thing.
Yeah, that's all
It
it
does
is.
come up as submissive, but it's like the wrong kind.
Yeah, it's toxic. Like we were saying. Before this to get old, it's not funny. But I think dudes need to kind of change the narrative. The reason I say this, we know Tory Lanez shot mate. We ain't addressed it.
Pause.
Yeah.
We don't know for factual proof, but that's what's going on in the air. But it's made me start to think that like she put out the post that like black women are the most unprotected people on earth. I was like, we need to change the narrative on it because that's like a real bad narrative that black men don't protect black women.
Yeah.
We've been getting a bad rap though for a minute.
Yeah. But before we even addressed it, I feel like any nigga that pulls a gun out on an unarmed female and shoots, you know, some nut shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, we don't know all the details about what happened this, that, and third, but 9 times out of 10, bro, you pulling a pistol out and busting,
Real shit.
whether if it's
But-
hitting her feet, chest, or whatever.
Like, why are you doing it?
Why is the detail that we don't have? I mean, I'm
I
not
don't
saying
know,
it's
I don't know.
cool. Like,
There's
he out of
really
pocket.
nothing
If it was nothing crazy,
Bro,
like,
there's
he out of
really
pocket.
nothing that could.
But I feel like
There's
even
no
if-
reason.
There's no reason.
I thought he was probably on drugs or some shit. Cause
I feel like
he was on
there's
some
no
other shit.
scenario
Where you should be pulling a
where
gun
they'll
out.
pull a gun out.
On somebody's unarmed.
A woman, like
a woman, like that's
Woman or man, bro.
that's some whole shit to me. I can't respect it, bro. Like unless she physically had a gun out, was about to shoot you in your head, and you had to defend yourself on some shit. Like, you know, of course in extreme cases, but and like I said, we don't know the details behind this.
If
but
they
that's
were just
bullshit.
arguing and
you couldn't handle the argument, bro,
like
pull
that's
out
some
the
bullshit.
argument,
That's
bro.
some
Best
bullshit.
case scenario, I was hoping that maybe it was just on some goofy shit.
Like it was in his
Like,
pocket.
yeah,
And
the
it's
gun just went
all
off
I
or some
feel.
shit. Like, I'm just thinking that he just not
But if-
aiming the gun.
But
at
if
her,
we
like,
just if we
hey.
just read between the lines for her to even write something like that, has to, in my mind has to point towards something with an altercation between me and this person, and not because she was like
Some dude.
She was like, this taught me who to lend my energy to,
Yeah.
and yada yada yada. That seems like me and this nigga had a altercation. I didn't expect this nigga to put a gun out and fucking shoot me.
See, the shit was so crazy though that I really couldn't even like of course it seems as though that's what happened. He fucked
But
around,
you
they
just-
got into an altercation, he shot in the foot. But it's like, I don't know. It is so, cause even with that, like Meg, the first time she said it, she didn't even say that, you know, she had been shot. She thought it was just so much speculation that it was like, I didn't know if maybe somebody else she knew was trying to harm her, and he fucking tried to shoot and fuck around, shot in the foot. It was weird because she didn't just say,
They shot in the foot.
Tori shot me in the
But
foot.
then also in that same write up you were saying, she stated that oftentimes black women are like, they feel the need to basically like protect black men or like hold whatever they got going on in. So, and also, I like to say with no details, that kind of seemed also like, I really didn't want to snitch on Tory.
Right.
Yeah.
I was trying to hold it down for the set, but
Yeah.
he really did fucking shoot me.
Yeah.
I just didn't want the story to get out.
That's fucked up.
So in this case, it is. I
That's
kind of
so
see where she's
fucked
coming
up.
from. It's like, damn, I'm still.
And
Even after all this happened, I'm
Right.
still trying to hold you down.
That's
Yeah, I got your
crazy,
attention.
bruh.
Like we had an altercation, you fucking shot me in the foot, and I'm still trying to protect you.
I'm still not trying to paint
That made me
picture.
think. Well, he said he was on drugs. He wasn't in his right mind.
He couldn't have been,
That's
bruh.
why that would make the story sound believable. It's like, why would you do that? Like, why would you pull a gun out on Meg? That makes no
That
fucking
don't make
sense.
no fucking sense.
And that's why I brought it up, because that shit pisses me off. Because it's like, no fucking way I would do the shit.
But
I
then-
would be ready to kill a motherfucker, pull out something on mine.
But then too, it only takes one example to feed the narrative that's always going on. So if the narrative was black men don't protect black women, black men don't love black women, and then something like that
Yeah.
happens, sometimes it only takes one thing for a person to feel like this takes place. So what have made this whole time was fighting back that narrative. Was like, oh no, black men love us, yeah. Oh no. And then that happened, like, perfect example, man. And she like, damn, I guess you're right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's tough, bro.
sometimes I don't take that one thing, but in my daily life, I feel like you just gotta do what you can to disprove that narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing about black men don't love black women. I don't know who fed them that lie. Like
Yeah, because I see it every day.
I love black women. Like
Yeah,
my
I was saying,
mom.
when some black man get some money or something, get rich or something, he go to the white girl.
And then even that's false. They showed a study that I think Howard. I don't want to misquote whoever did the study, but it was one of the top HBCUs that did the study, and they were saying the top 80th percentile of black men who make over, was it like $300,000 a year? They deemed it as whatever. They did the report, and they were saying that out of the 80th percentile, only 3% of those men were married to white women. So the majority of those men who were deemed wealthy were married to black
White
women.
That's not a thing.
You know
But
what I'm
the
saying?
thing is, that's not the showman though. Like the guy that's on
The ones
that's
they
on the stage.
see on
Yeah,
TV.
yeah, that's not the stage
Like, I
guy.
mean, I remember this past draft, I was watching the draft with some people who were named nameless because, you know, I don't know if they want to be put out there. But every time they showed a guy getting drafted, see, that's what I'm talking. Look at him. He got that white woman right there beside him. She with him on draft day.
I
So
can
and so
imagine
and so.
who said that.
I'm just like, bro, every time. But when there's a black girl on there, that's probably his sister or something. That's probably his cousin.
He probably gonna leave
Yeah.
us as soon as he started.
And then I'm like, and then till they actually kiss, she's like, oh, I guess they do go together. But that's only one out of all them boys that got drafted. I'm like,
And 90% of them were black girls.
majority of those dudes were with black girls, but they pointed out the ones who were quote unquote engaged or married or dating white girls. Just because that's what you see don't mean it's not the case. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a real thing.
That's not a real thing,
Ain't
bro.
nothing wrong with white girls, man.
But that's my thing. It's nothing wrong with
I
it.
know some cool ass white girls for real.
That's real. But don't push out a fake narrative because like that's what pisses me off. But that's what pisses me off when Tory Lanez do some stupid shit. It's like, damn, nigga, they getting evidence because you're doing dumb shit.
I do hate like when people, especially like for us, folks. I don't gonna lie. Every narrative that's painted about the black male, I hate seeing it.
Yeah.
Like it pisses me off because it's like, man, I know so many dudes that's not like this, but then it's like,
But you,
this is us. Like when a motherfucker look at me, they think of this.
Mm-hmm.
You probably do this, or you probably do that. You probably got a white girl too. Not me. Come on, for real.
Yeah. But nah, it be like that, man. I hate that that's the case. I feel like the only thing we could do about it, because the narrative is out there. Mm-hmm. The only way you can change the narrative is that they see more representation of something saying something different.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
the positive
out of it. And like, there's nothing wrong. I seen it's a guy named Posh Standard I follow on IG. And he was like, there's nothing wrong with dating white women. I just won't be one of them. And there was a white girl was like, well, what about all those white women who like black men? He was like, there's somebody out there for you. There's another black guy who's going to love you. I just won't be one of them. You know what I'm saying? And if you like white women or you like other women, do your thing.
Ain't
nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it, but don't just say all black men don't love you.
And then my thing is not a thing. They just happen to date. They ain't say, well, most of them I don't think were like, well, I want a white woman. I think they just happen to date a white woman.
I was saying that too. I feel, especially thinking about, let's go back to the draft situation. 9 times out of 10, those people who got drafted,
White schools,
they go to white schools.
That makes
They're
sense.
in multicultural schools. Like, we went to Jim Hill.
black.
We only had like 5 white people in our entire school.
That makes sense.
In our entire school. That means every grade. But when I went to my cousin's graduation in Florida, in Orlando, Florida, that night he graduated, we went to a Mexican party, we went to an Iranian party, we went to a black party, we went to a white party, and all those people went to the school. So he's around these different type of people every day.
So it's not wrong for him
So
to have
it's
many.
normal for him. He's been going to school with white people, Chinese people, black people, like everybody.
Diversity.
From
Yeah,
he was
exactly.
so growing up, that was his norm.
What is your geographic? Like, where do you live? Well, who lives there? It's like, man, look, bro, everybody in my class looks like this.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I like women, and these are the women around, if I take my choices and make these selections, then I ain't wrong.
Yeah.
I chose from who was around.
Mm-hmm.
And then this the thing though, folks. With the black women saying, they be like, all men cheat. All black men cheat. All black men, black men don't got no job. It's like, it's just another stigma against black men. It's like, you got police looking at us. What they say? Black man gonna steal. Black man gonna do the drugs. Black man gonna, what they gonna do? They gonna
rob you. They might kill you.
They might kill you. They a threat. They always guilty before proven innocent.
Then folks said we don't got no job. We stay going to prison. We ain't gonna be good
crowding the
parents.
prison.
It's just like, man,
We live in the ghetto. We doing all the ghetto. Like,
you don't want nothing in
and
life.
then you turn right back around. What you got? You got the black woman talking about the black man right at the same time. And then it's like the black man not protecting the black woman. It's like, okay, y'all just gave us up to the street. All the black men gonna cheat. All the black men gonna do this. All the black men dating the white women.
Outside of
And
those,
then you come back
outside
to the
of
black
those
woman
women,
and they talking about you at the same time. Like it's.
But I feel
crazy.
like it's the same on both sides. So just like we can't act like in the black race there's not a subset group that does all those negative things.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
we saw video of a dude hitting a girl in the face with a skateboard. A black girl. They got a video of a dude throwing a black girl in the dumpster. So there are some fuck ups
yeah.
inside of the black male race that does that stuff, but the vast majority doesn't do that. Same way with the black women. It's only a small minority that I feel are black women who saying black men don't love black women or black men do this thing. I feel like it's a smaller majority. So we can't just lump all black women into that
Right.
that whole
Exactly.
thing or whatnot.
People
So,
just gotta start focusing on the positive instead of the negative.
true. I feel
People
like,
don't do that enough at all.
but I feel you're right though. But I feel like once
that
you
ain't
get
what
beat
said.
down with it so
They
long,
don't sell, and they say that's the problem. Then you bragging on yourself and shit. Like, ain't
That
that some
shit don't
shit?
sell. Putting out positive energy and putting out positive don't sell because it ain't what you consider like
It's not
toxic.
exciting.
Yeah,
it's not
it's
exciting.
not
It's
enough
like,
drama.
like you said, the adrenaline. It's like the adrenaline. Because like for example, none of us have been to jail. Not a single one of us been to jail.
Mm-hmm.
But that,
First grade.
Yeah, Brent.
like I was saying,
First grade. Who won a field trip?
All right, Brent.
like so, like for us, it's like that shit sounds stupid.
Yeah,
But we did go to Jim Hill.
and we know a lot of
And we
dudes
know
who
a
got
lot
that.
of reckless ass dudes. Like that's the thing though.
So I mean, I can see where it comes from. I just don't like the shit at all.
Yeah.
And
I
just
don't like when it affects.
people's relationships
Yeah, well,
and how they see people.
mine or people I know when I know they're not that way.
Yeah, and then too, you always hate when somebody else doing dumb shit affects how you're seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's like we all been somewhere like at the mall or at the store or somewhere,
At the
and
club.
somebody that we with doing some dumb shit, but and we get lumped in with them. The
Yeah.
same thing with this black male stuff. It's like it's certain niggas that's in our fucking group that's doing some dumb shit, and we just getting lumped in with them because we there.
Cause we all been at the club and,
I was finna say,
and somebody get to shooting, and we like,
Yep,
why y'all
it's a
ain't here
black
to
man.
why y'all ain't here to get on
Before
bitches?
you hear the whole story, G, you can already like you be like, damn.
This
what's going
nigga.
on?
that's how you do.
Exactly.
That's it. It's like I know what they say, and I know I want to disagree with it and act like this isn't real life. But every time I hear about it, and you hit this shit good, bro. Dang. like we know a lot of people who fit into these categories, and we just hope. That's their optimism. We just hope that they choose to do something different.
I was just thinking too. I think with the exception of a few, I do think as a whole, when somebody in the black community does something stupid or crazy, we'd be like, fuck, well, why it had to be black, right?
Right.
I don't think other races feel that way.
And then
I feel like as a black
Okay.
group, like as a group, we like to stay close knit. Like one represents all. Whereas a random white dude go shoot up a school or something like that, like, oh, that's just that random guy. You know what I'm saying? So why they like? I wonder why do we feel like we're looked down upon when one other person
One
does
for
it
all.
from our race,
Mhm.
but when somebody from another race do something crazy, they don't feel like that. Like, oh, that's just Ricky. Ricky did that. I didn't do that. That's Ricky.
I think it's because the mass majority of the outsiders kind of go with that narrative. Like, even though we might see white person shoots up the school, we might say white people always shooting up schools.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like nobody else even putting that together. Like, just another crazy teenager shooting up the school. What the hell are they feeding you guys these days?
Mm-hmm.
But when black people do things, because it's been shown that, you know, a lot of people feel the same way about black people. It's not just the white people. It's other races, and they like, yeah, put your stuff up. Like, just living every day and seeing different people, different races react the same way. We can't get away from it, bro. We're gonna feel some type of way.
So we feel that because we get judged as a whole, we feel like when something happens, like, dang, that's him doing something is judging against me.
Yeah.
Or that's
the
going
thing
to
is,
affect
we
me.
get judged on a race thing because every time you see someone on the news or something, it be like African American, black man.
Yeah, they don't never just
They
say
like you're not an individual. Like if it's a white guy shut up, like Terrence, whatever his name is, they give him a name and they put the focus on him.
Oh, they
But
won't
when
show
these
his
others,
face.
they'll put the focus on the whole race. They're like black guy,
16-year-old black male. Yeah.
18-year-old. The lady called the police, the Karen shit.
yeah.
African American man. Like,
Local
really?
student that. Come on, bro.
Yeah, so, but I just thought there was an interesting dynamic because I know a lot of other races, like just from talking to them, I had this conversation with them. They don't feel that sense of connection with them. It's like, no, that's just the random Bob that did that. That's not
Individual.
me.
Mm.
Whereas I know every time I look at the news and I see another black person, I'm like,
Fuck.
damn, why I had to be black? You know what I'm saying?
That shit.
But you're right
I
though.
don't
Certain,
think like that.
you said what?
I said I don't think like that.
I know you don't. That's why I said it's gonna always be some people. I know you feel like that's a separate issue. You can speak to
Yeah.
it. Speak to it.
I mean, we all individuals. I mean,
To you,
you
to
do what
me
you do.
too. To me
Yeah.
too. We're individual.
I mean, I'm not lumped in with other black people. I don't do everything that other black people do.
But for me, it's not that I'm lumped in; it's that I am black. Like,
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah, I'm
help
black.
it.
Yeah.
But that makes everybody like assumptions about me.
Yeah.
Like they only
I mean,
fucking
You
up.
saying he don't care about their assumptions?
Yeah, I don't care about the assumptions. You can have your assumptions.
Them assumptions can affect you.
I
They
mean,
can,
that,
yeah. If I let them.
That's my no. It's not if they let
It's
them.
not if you
They
let
can-
them all the time. Sometimes it's influenced by
They can be just assumptions that make things happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like people like randomly you get in a store, people watching you, or they pull you to the side. What you doing in here?
It's not because you're like that guy.
Now,
Because black.
one thing you can not let it do is affect how you feel personally, or you
Yes.
feel like you can still want to strive and do stuff, but sometimes you do get the subset. Are you the byproduct of Buddy going to rob the store 2 weeks before you, and then you walk in the store and you got the same get up as him? I might watch you a little closer. Now, it might not bother you personally,
Because
but
I'm not gonna notice.
Because I mean,
you're deciding that.
But
Yeah.
that doesn't
But
mean
that doesn't mean
that
they still not watching you though.
Yeah, I'm not saying they can do whatever they want to do, but it's
Yeah.
not gonna bother me.
because I got pulled over. They were like, "Are you dude that shot up this place?" I'm like, I think I'm going home.
I ain't never got that. I just got
that.
pulled over and was like, smells like weed in your car. You smoke? You got weed in the car?
That's so crazy.
Like, nigga, no, I don't have weed in my car. What are you talking
I
about?
got that one too before, and it did not smell like weed in the car.
Shit like that'll piss me off so bad, bro.
That had to be like on 3 separate occasions.
So we were
like
together one time.
Yeah, we was together. one time.
That was the only time that weed hit. That pissed me off that time too, though. Like slick.
And nigga, we was in a wreck. And the first thing you asked me,
Now, are you guys
Yes,
okay?
Smells like weed.
weed in
It's
here.
like weed in here. You guys got any marijuana?
Yeah, nigga.
No, I'm gonna piss you off.
That's the type. I don't like. That's
What
the
you
type
say,
of
you want
energy, bro.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
want
type of energy that I can see, like that'll put somebody in a situation like that. For a person that's out here, you know what I'm saying, strapped up, ready to go, just on some regular shit, and some shit happened to him, and sometimes it's fucked up. But then I say, but I can see how that happened. But for a person who get into it, a dispute or whatever, and some shit, and you be like, bro, that's not even like them to do no shit like that. But in that moment, that shit made you interact like that. That shit made you say, yeah, nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Because-
like
because-
our ego gets ahead of us and be like when you want to be like, bro, really?
Like
It's the disrespect
that
for me.
is that
It is.
It's the disrespect.
that is exact
It's like, bro, you gonna
situation,
prejudge me right now?
Bro, you just smell weed 1,000 times and you know fucking damn well there's no weed in this car. You didn't even hit it at a smell. There's no fucking weed.
Bro,
Nobody
I
in here
barely got
smokes
my
the
windows
fuck.
down, fool. What you talking about?
You just walked up to the door. That's what I think. I
You
think
can't
that's
let it get to you. Just
Nah, that
answer the
shit-
question, say no, go on about your
that shit
business,
could have
bro.
affected me. He could have checked my whole car. Dropped. It's been fake chance where he didn't drop some weed and said it was mine.
I'm in the back seat. The first thing I said, I said, "Nah, you want to check?"
But it's them type of moments though that take away everything, bro.
Right,
and
it does.
it wasn't cause he was a bad driver that it smelled like weed. It wasn't because he had fucking facial hair. It wasn't the fucking car he was driving. It was because it's a group of black guys. We got three black males in his fucking car. Check all their IDs.
But that's the
Make
thing,
sure they
though.
don't
You
have any
don't.
warrants.
You can say that, but you don't know for sure if a white kid get pulled up, they getting asked the same thing.
Oh,
They
my
might.
God.
You never
I
know.
bet you they not.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna say they are. I am. but
I'm glad you're
all
optimistic.
they-
I'm glad you're
I'm glad
optimistic.
you're optimistic.
It's not
because I put
optimistic.
money
It's just
on
me saying that I don't know.
Well, in
That's
that
it. 100-1, I put money on it.
in that situation, we should never been fucking pulled over because Bo should never hit that damn car that was in front of us. That was so damn stupid.
That shit was fucking retarded.
We on the way down to Southern Miss.
God damn it.
We on the way down to Southern Miss. DVJ's in the front seat. I'm in the back seat. Bo was driving. We cruising, kicking it, finna go down to Southern Miss, go to a little party, kick it or whatnot. DVJ looks to the right.
Look at him.
AD,
Look at
you see that? I look at the right.
Man, we
I said,
passing
hey.
by. We passing by no cap, man. Baby girl was out there with the fatty, bro.
What's crazy? I've never seen that ass.
You had to have seen it, bro. Crazy
not
shit ever
look.
is.
I
I
did
told
not
this
look.
nigga earlier when
So
he
you
was bad
did see it,
driving.
you still read.
I didn't look. They think I look. I did not look.
Earlier.
So how did you
I
read?
told this nigga earlier he was driving. He
He
brakes
breaks
bad
bad.
as hell.
Oh yeah,
bro.
Bo breaks
He does,
twice.
every
Automatic.
time.
Every time.
Every
And
time.
We kept telling him, we was like, man, Bo, you need to start breaking early. I know what the hell I'm doing. You tell me how to drive.
Like my dang woman or something.
I know what I'm doing. He was like, all right, folks, you gonna end up hitting somebody. You break too late. So DVJ looks, AD. I look,
It's just so
and
happy.
as soon as I turn around to start back looking straight, boom.
And then it's hard for a nigga to say, I wasn't even looking. What the fuck were you looking at? Obviously, you just hit some damn body.
Hey, boy, I plead the fifth.
Bruh, to this day, I still ask that boy, "Fo, did she really cut you off?" He claimed that's what happened. She cut him off.
So the police officer, like, first, this was even more messed up. The police officer that walked over and asked, if, was we smoking weed and it smelled like weed and stuff, he already had somebody pull it over. Bo decides that the perfect time to hit this car in front of me is right next to this pulled over officer.
The lady that was standing outside, she had got pulled over.
And so he walked over, and then Bo was like, "She cut me off." And I was like, "Bo, your track record don't say that she cut you off."
Not after all this badass driving, I done seen funny part is when fucking Bo had just trying to get his hood to go back there.
And so we drove to Southern Miss with a crumpled up hood.
That shit funny as hell, man.
We still went to the party. Still went to the party with a crumped up hood.
Ain't no wrong with
Gotta
that.
get you rolling
I done
one more
drove
time.
plenty of time without a hood after my wreck.
Anyway, man, this was another episode of Views.
As always,